I pray these messages find you at the precise time you need them. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else to find. I'm so happy you all are here, and I'm excited to get into today's messages because holy Hannah, all day Spirit has been like, you're going live tonight, Jules, you're going live tonight, you're going live. And I was like, yeah, So, as always, if it's your first time in, welcome in. I was just getting some messages from my guides around things to convey to you after we get going with the energy healing. So if you are open to receiving this Reiki energy healing for peace, for relaxation, for rest, for inner harmony, we're going to tap in with a 606, okay? Hello, welcome in. Tapping in with a 606 if you are open to receive. Spirit saying a little more. Welcome in everyone. Hello. If you're open to receiving this Reiki energy activation, starting out with blessing and cleansing the spaces, offering this sacred sage to you and to your guides, your ancestors, the angels, offering this to my guides, my angels, my ancestors. Hello, welcome in, welcome in. If you're open to receiving this energy activation, we're tapping in with a 606. Welcome in, everyone. Tapping into this Reiki energy healing activation with the Mukite crystal with a 606 if you are open to receive. Welcome in, welcome in. This is Reiki for peace, Reiki for harmony, for rest and releasing any of the tension, any of the anxiety. It's safe to let it go. Welcome in, everyone. Starting out this reading today with a Reiki healing session. For those of you who are catching this at a later time, thank you for your patience as I repeat myself as people come in and out. I appreciate you. If you're open to receiving this energy activation for harmony, we're tapping in with a 606. This is a labradorite crystal and a mukaite. I like the emojis you used, Brian. Welcome in, everyone. Just about finished here. A little bit more to go. All right. That concludes our Reiki session. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect, tapping out. These crystals will be hanging out. What a day in the energies. What a day, what a day, what a day. It has been a roller coaster. I know you all have been feeling, I was going to say torn apart, but it kind of feels like where your edges are frayed, certain things are coming by to kind of pluck these strings. And it's creating a very disharmonious energy, feeling very triggered, very on edge, ready. I just feel like a lot of you have been very ready to snap, like kind of again with these frayed edges. If this is not your energy, this is kind of collective energy. If you've been seeing this in others, if you've been feeling it kind of come and go in your own energy, Gaia is very upset. She's very upset. She's very triggered. I actually channeled some messages from one of my spirit guides, Te Pun, who I am going to channel again over on Patreon. If you're not over there with me, I have a message of his over there. He's actually done a couple, but I look forward to bringing him through again for you. So I think the deepest thing that you're all noticing with Gaia's energy being mirrored in your own heart is the way certain things that used to upset you and get you frustrated, in the meaning of upset as making you angry or pissed off. Some of these things are coming around in a different way to actually highlight the underlying feelings of hurt. So you're not alone in that. If you're feeling like everything around you is just kind of edging you right to that tipping point. It's a collective energy, absolutely. Absolutely. And so Spirit wants you to remember to take time out. To slow down in the middle of feeling this energy is not going to be enough. So if you're feeling constantly anxious, constantly overwhelmed, to the point that you're very snappy, that's when you take a time out. That's when you pause and you put down whatever it is that you're trying to do. You let go of whatever it is you're trying to plan or sort out, and you take some time to fully be in your own energy by taking a pause. Because this pause is going to enable you to get your head on straight. and to allow you to fully understand which energies you've picked up that don't belong to you, as well as the energies that are around you. Because those are different. Sometimes if you're picking up on something that isn't yours, but it feels like it's your own experience, it's because maybe you're in connection with someone or connected to someone that is experiencing that kind of thing. Or maybe you thought you sent someone's energy back to them because you were in a conversation and then you just didn't realize that it didn't fully leave. So another emphasis being placed here for the collective on the way that you're actually communicating your intentions. Sometimes it's not enough just to think these things, because until we take these ideas or intentions out of our head, they're still not yet manifest, okay? So this can be along the lines of, so we'll take the example of wanting to send someone's energy back. Yes, or today, yeah, I'll give you an example. I was connected to a friend from a very long time ago, and I reconnected with them recently, and I was just picking up so heavily on everything that they were going through that I was like, okay. And for me, that means sending it back, but it alleviated a lot of their energy, but it did not fully, completely send everything back their way. So in those circumstances, you're going to want to say something like, I release your energy back to you with love and light, sending it all back to you with love and light. And visualize. See, even if you're the kind of person that likes to visualize with your eyes open, see that energy lifting up off of you and sending it back. As you say, I release you with love and light, if you're adding the hand gestures, imagine you're actually picking up their experience, the energy that you're experiencing from them, and pushing it back their way. So to really be explicit about your intentions is going to change the game here. For a lot of you who've been feeling incredibly overwhelmed, like you have 149 things to do on your list of things to get done, if you haven't taken the time to write down everything that's in your head that you're wanting to accomplish, or you're not the kind of person to keep with a calendar or a planner, these things are designed to keep you from having to overthink things. Okay? So when you're feeling like you're overwhelmed because you're trying to keep track of everything in your head, you will be surprised at how much of that overwhelming energy, hello, welcome in. You'll be surprised how much of that energy gets completely lifted just by taking the time to be intentional about everything that it is you need to keep track of. So some of you who have lists, you need to get a little bit more organized about your lists. Or if you're the kind of person that keeps some lists in some places, like you keep work related things here, personal related things, and then spiritual related things over there. Spirit wants you to kind of bring them all together, okay? Bring them all together, because when you can see everything in one place, you're not going to feel like all these different things are trying to get your attention. And Spirit's not going to have to work as hard to keep your memory focused on what you need to remember. It'll be right in front of you all in one place. That's going to be very beneficial for you, okay? So I wanted to come through and talk about that. So then I was going to read the message that I channeled from Tepan, my spirit guide. So here we go. Gaia is going through growing pains as the collective of light workers ascends at a higher rate than she can normally handle. Not to worry, this is a good thing. You are processing trauma and sending love and accessible, or you're processing trauma and sending love. Wow, okay, we're gonna dive into this, Tepan, don't you worry. You're processing trauma and sending love and accessible resources to those in need is allowing Gaia's spirits to remain lifted and intact. I'm going to read that again because, one, it was so hard to say, but it's also indicative of how hard you've been working to process all of these traumas and these triggers. So please know that it is happening. You are doing the work. Okay? You're processing trauma and sending love and accessible resources to those in need is allowing Gaia's spirits to remain lifted and intact. So what you're seeing actually in this larger scale energy, not just collective of light workers or human consciousness, but the consciousness of the earth herself, we're growing in tandem. And so all of these tower moments, you could be seeing the number 16 or series of sixes. There was a reason I had us tap in with 606. All of this is symbolic of the redirects. My guides have had me adopt an understanding of the numerological energy of the number 6 as reorientation. And in that sense, to allow things that don't serve you to fall away as you pick your attention up and place it on the things that serve you. And those are moment by moment decisions. So I'm going to keep reading here. There have been more earthquakes and tsunamis triggered around the earth, mirroring the turmoil in human consciousness collectively, as well as the earth's response to the painful, harmful acts to her children. So some of you have been incredibly disturbed by things happening at a political scale around the world. Incredibly disturbed. Whether you're affected, I feel like this particular aspect is for those of you who are not tangibly being affected at this precise moment. This is also applicable to each and every one of you who are experiencing the ramifications and the consequences of all these atrocities taking place. Whether that's losing access to running water and shelter, whether that's not being able to freely be yourself anymore with all the attacks against the LGBTQIA plus communities. At any scale this is taking place, every single thing that you do to remain positive, to pray, your prayers, I mean, this is a common theme here on my channel, is to remind you of the undescribable power of prayer. That your willful intention, your choice to speak love out loud, to pray for the fallen, to pray that things in the karmic scales on earth become balanced once more. That in these transitions globally, the suffering is minimized as much as is possible. Your prayers make a difference. And for those of you who have, please donate, please contribute however you feel called to various causes that specifically resonate with you. This is a time for action. I'm not going to tell you that you're required to take political action. Maybe some of you feel called to do that, and there's a reason. Spirit is asking the light workers to step up right now. Again, stepping up how you feel called. And you'll know. Coming back to this message here, Gaia's not taking these these slights kindly or lightly, and neither should you. Welcome in. You're being asked to step up your game when it comes to lighting this earth and your spaces with love, peace, and harmony. Every is written in all caps here. Every effort makes a difference. Small steps make miles. Welcome in. A lot of you are outgrowing old spaces. You're outgrowing old paradigms where certain actions or inactions were comfortable because they didn't press on your ego. But I feel like a lot of you are being stirred up so that you can see which limitations were placed on you by others, which actually serve you in terms of staying away from harmful things, and which things are fallacies, stories that you've adopted or told yourself in order to shelter yourself when you didn't know better. So please understand that every single thing that you do to rebalance yourself, to contribute to global causes, it makes way more of a difference than you realize. And I can hear you. I'm just one person. I'm just one person. How can that be enough? Because you making choices to do the right thing sets an energetic precedent, not just for your life, but the lives of all of those around you, whether or not they know you. Energetically, they feel it. Light workers have to go first. Hate to break it to you. You have to go first so you can show them the ropes. Okay? Again, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm only picking up on collective energy and what I'm feeling like your guides are conveying to you. And again, you have free will, so whatever you choose to do or not do is entirely your prerogative. I can't even say it. Entirely your prerogative. But maybe some of you are feeling like some of these choices aren't really choices anymore. Thanks, Lindsay. I just got it. And it feels so perfect. I'm like, I want to be here forever. Oh, Spirit. What in the world? Okay, pick a deck, please. All right. Welcome in. For those of you who are new here, welcome. I always go live on Saturday mornings, Eastern Standard Time. Right now it's Friday evening. So come join me tomorrow morning too. Ooh, that's an interesting message. Thank you. I feel like a lot of you are learning how to, it's like you're relearning how to exist. Okay? Because you've been in such a covered state of consciousness that each time these illusions start to crumble and you're meant to face the reality of yourself, you're finding that it's a whole new whole new reality. And exactly, it is. And I'm just seeing that this process of unbecoming has been so much deeper and more complicated than you initially thought. I mean, I don't think anyone that signs up on this journey has any sense of, oh, it's just gonna be easy, it's gonna be light and fluffy and nice and everything. Sugar, cinnamon spice, whatever the saying is. Again, take what resonates and leave the rest. Fam, that goes for comments too. Take what resonates, leave the rest. All right. What do you need to know? So you all are in this vein of rebuilding your lives. Some of you, it literally is from the ground up. A lot of you have been having root chakra pain and activations. I feel like some of you are having Kundalini rises in the near future, or you're in the middle of one. Yeah, no, it's like learning how to walk again, Lindsay, for sure. And you're doing amazing. Lindsay's like, not easy, but worth it, for sure. For sure. Are you kidding? That says base chakra, that's root. And that's the Fool in this deck. Trust. Do you trust your guides yet? Do you trust your intuition yet? Okay. What in the energy does the collective need to know, Spirit? I feel like some of you are developing your financial literacy. That's another theme here for y'all. Okay. Spirit has me going through one of my old school spreads. All right. Here we go. Ugh. I know. Okay. We'll start at the end. Starting at the end. I'm not even surprised to see this card, okay? Because it's just reaffirming so loudly the... You're literally taking a financial course right now? Amazing. So, reach out. Number 3. Reach out. Pray. Call out to God. Call, or whatever your word is. Call out to the divine. You need to remember. You need to remember that you didn't come here to do things alone. You came here to figure yourself out on your own, but you didn't come here to do things alone, okay? So, again, deep collective energy here with sadness and isolation. Another 3. You could be seeing 333. Do we have 3 3s? No, but we have 3 6s. I'm not surprised. Okay. Sadness and isolation. For some of you, it just feels like this teetering energy between 2 energies. Like, how do I say? Teetering. Like 1 second you feel fine, and then another, it's just like an absolute hurricane. An absolute hurricane. And it's just feeling like this windstorm of emotions that just keeps ending in tears. And I know you're really frustrated that this energy doesn't seem to leave you, but it's part of the collective bridging the gap right now, okay? So, again, I'm being brought back to the message I channeled like a couple months ago about bridge workers. This idea that some light workers are here to literally do the heavy lifting for other light workers who can't process outdated timelines. You take on that responsibility. That's what it means to be a bridge worker. Again, this is not for every light worker, but I know a lot of you here resonate with this because this is also my work. So you end up, it's like, how do you say, sin eater? It's like you're absorbing all of the darkness around you so you can alchemize it. So it's like not just applying to light workers, but also for the light workers that you're supporting. They won't be staying where you are or near you. These are, because that would be way too much for you. The light workers, that bridge workers, are alchemizing the lower, outdated, graduated timelines. Those that you're alchemizing those for, they're not here. They're not around you. Thank you. They're not around you because that would be way too much energy for you to process. Way too much energy. And these are soul contracts that you have. So not everyone that is a light worker has this contract to be taking on the heavy lifting for other light workers that quite literally don't have the capacity to transmute and alchemize those other timelines. Okay? This doesn't apply to those of you in partnerships. So just remember that this teetering is a mechanism that is building your resilience. Because I know a lot of you get really frustrated that you're so easily affected by others' energies that it just feels like sometimes you're carrying the weight of the world and you don't understand why you have to, or why no matter what you do, you can't seem to let it go. If you ask, Spirit will be able to lighten this for you. I can't speak to whether the Creator and your guides will be able to completely slow things down for you, because it depends on what your contracts are and what's needed for you. It is exhausting. So again, that's why we're coming back to that first message here about y'all needing to take time out. I know growing up in grade school, timeouts weren't really a good thing, but for those sensitives, they were amazing. So ask your body what you need. And if it doesn't feed the narrative that your shoulda, coulda, wouldas, your mind is telling you, let it go. Just let it go of the overthinking, of the overanalyzing, because it's not helping you. It's just draining your energy. Okay, that's a moment to pause. So we have dreams coming true and well-deserved reward, which I want to laugh because it feels like, I feel like some of you are just feeling as if Spirit is just dangling this carrot right in front of you and making you like run with a boulder on your back up Mount Everest, okay? and they're like, no, but it's gonna get better. Spirit's like, no, it's gonna get better, I swear. It's gonna get better, I swear, it'll get easier. And I'm laughing with you because I know. Okay? It's like, oh, you're only alchemizing the entire collective's depression, but it's okay, it's all working out for you. Oh, you're only processing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of lifetimes of karma, not just for me, but like for everyone around me. But no, your spirit guides are like, no, 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 it's okay. Wait, it's coming. Hold the faith. I can't right now. I see some of you getting really savage with spirit right now. Being like, I don't know what in the absolute F you're talking about. I don't know what in the absolute F you're talking about. You keep saying all these great things are coming. You keep saying that I'm gonna meet the love of my life. You keep saying that I'm gonna finally get the stable job that I enjoy. You keep saying I'm gonna get the place, but dang it. Why is it taking months? Why is it taking years? Why is it taking decades? And I need you to know that spirit understands that sometimes you feel like you're barely hanging on by a thread, okay? Spirit gets it. And right now, what they're showing me, what my guides are showing me, is that this is a collective energy. And it's not going to be like one of us gets it and no one else does, okay? We all are stepping into this paradigm where our dreams are coming true and our well-deserved rewards are fully manifest. However, because it's a collective energy, it means everyone's got to do their part. Okay? A chain is as strong as its weakest link, and by God, spirit is guaranteeing that that is not you, okay? That's why this shit is so hard right now. That's why all of your buttons are being pressed like smacking the freaking keyboard. So you can be free of everything that doesn't serve you, okay? Because this is a collective energy, it's rolling in. It's like waves. How do you say? It's the first time I'm getting this download, so bear with me. I mean, it's obviously a collective energy, but literally it's all going to happen for all of us. like at the same time, you know? You got scolded for asking why things take so long to reward? Yeah. I literally, spirit be like that. I'm sorry. Yeah. So again, this is another reason that spirit keeps emphasizing finding all of the ways that you can be at peace now. Find all of the ways that you can be totally fulfilled right now. Instead of this overarching final destination. Because instead of yeah, thank you. That's the right. Oh, I pulled all these cards. I'm not even looking at them. So instead of this overarching final destination of like, okay, that's the finish line. That's where I want to be. That's one moment. And your life is a lot of moments, okay? So when you're wondering why one moment is not happening, spirit gets all confounded. Like, well, huh? But I put this person right in front of them and I gave them that little blessing, and I did this reunion here with that long lost person, and that synchronicity from a loved one on the other side. All of these things. I think, okay, I think what Spirit's getting at here is that, yes, this is an energy. It's a paradigm shift that everyone is entering into. But it's not something that's going to be at the end of a long road, because that's still confining yourself to a paradigm of time that doesn't exist. Not when you're ascending this quickly, and not when you're choosing to embody certain energies the way that you're choosing to embody them. It's not like it's gonna be some far off thing that finally, like, you finish the marathon and you're like, oh, I freaking made it. The marathon is the triggering. That's where your endurance is. How can you tolerate the discomfort of energies that you would rather run away from? How can you tolerate the discomfort of emotions you would rather just ignore? Because as soon as you stop running from those things, they stop controlling you. Everyone here who's left behind an addiction or an abusive relationship, you know that pattern, you know how it goes. As soon as you stop letting it be the center of your life, which can either be your attraction to or repulsion of or by this thing, either of those energies keep that thing at the center of your life. But Spirit's saying this is a part of being in the human experience. You have your dreams coming true. Moment by moment, everything's unfolding for you beautifully. I love the way they're having the ring light emphasize this. Like, you have the ability to create your reality in your hands. Don't forget that we come here to co-create with the divine. Your guides are here to help advise you. But unless you completely give away your power, they can't make executive decisions. And I wouldn't recommend that, because that's not what's going to help you actually feel like this is here when you have it. So, as Spirit is smacking that keyboard of triggers, oh, that's an amazing question, Lori. I don't understand the part of manifestation where we act as though we already have something. Isn't that like living a lie? Well, there's delusional to an irrational degree, and there's understanding the way that things you have control over in the now moment can actually put you on the path to making something happen. So this is why it's so important to be making your goals and your manifestations believable. You don't have to manifest or create a vision from 0 to 100. If you have a goal from 0 to 10, and then 10 to 20, that makes it much more manageable and easier to understand where you can be putting your attention on moment by moment. Oh, Malik, God bless you. You're so welcome. Thank you. As you start to break your large goals down into things that are tangible, that are closer to the here and now, it's much, much easier for you to actually feel that you are making progress to that larger end goal that you have. So say you're wanting to get a car. You're wanting a Mercedes-Benz, you're wanting an Alfa Romeo, whatever the heck, who cares? You're wanting a car. Well, if you, like, do you have anything saved up for it? Do you have a plan for financing, if you're going to get financing for it? Do you have credit built up? Do you have anything prepared for the down payment? Do you know what kind of features you're looking for in a car? Is it like a necessity right now, or is it a long-term wish? Going about manifesting your dreams does not have to be impractical, because actually the more practical that you make it, I know I keep throwing that word practical around, literally breaking things down so they're easy for you to take action towards right now. That is what's going to help you feel like you actually have more control in creating your reality and seeing the payoff of your intentional, good-willed actions. It is happening. And if you're still looking at the future vision that God gave you, but you can't see all the little, how do you say? Signposts. Thank you. If you can't see all the little signposts that are here for you now, that mark your progress along the journey, that end goal is not going to start to feel any closer. Spirit's wanting you to zoom out and take a bigger perspective, to see the bigger picture of your life and what is starting to help things come together so you can start to see the full picture. You're so welcome, Lori. Yeah. The momentum is so important, especially right now when it kind of feels like the horse is running wild. Okay? So, getting into the cards. Is there anything else that you wanted to add to that, Spirit? No? Okay. So, I'm going to read... How do you want me to read these? Okay. We have Simply Love, Giving and Receiving, and Crown Chakra. This is such a profound energy shift from where this spread started. It's like in this very triggering energy, this is my association for spirit banging on the keys of a piano, like they're your triggers. Each key is one of your triggers. Each one of these, it's like, how do I even say? It's like spirit is showing you a completely graceful side of yourself. And I'm seeing the way that you are coming together with certain people around you, or even if it's you just coming together with your guides, your intention to share your light is activating others at such a deep level that these seeds are being planted so deeply in some of these people around you, their subconscious, their unconscious minds, that you can't see today, the way that they're starting to completely shift. This is so interesting. It's like, for a lot of you, your protection is so strong that spirit doesn't let a lot of people see you clearly right off the bat. Some people might even off the bat might be repelled by your light. But that's also part of your protection here, okay? Because what I'm seeing is that there have been people who misjudged you, or people who spoke negatively about you. The things that they said when they weren't able to see you clearly, it's like something is going to trigger these people that spirit's just going to lift the veil over you and who they thought you were, okay? And they're going to get a holy shit moment, okay? Excuse me? Like, this is crazy. Spirit, what? Wow. Some of these people were never able to recognize the truth of how you acted. They could never understand that genuinely love was always your intention. Even if some of you took it away like that, that even that was an act of love. Because it's just feeling like a rude awakening for some of these people of like, holy shit, I underestimated collective. Some of these people might be groveling soon. But you'll know if they changed or not, so I'm not going to tell you what to do with that. You already know how you feel about it. And it's like, you're so tapped in here that it scares people. And maybe some people are just starting to understand what that means. What it means to have wisdom. And what that means in the way that you carry yourself, that they just can't put their finger on, but something about you drives them crazy. Drives them nuts. These people might have said, the audacity. The audacity of collective. Like, who do they think they are? And literally, you cannot be bothered to operate anywhere less than love. That it's so triggering to their egos. Literally, next row. Are you kidding me? Love abounds. All I see is love. You work so hard to maintain this vision. You work so hard. Every moment, it's a conscious decision. Especially because I know some of y'all's pasts. Okay? Ugh. It's like some of you got body checked, but like God checked onto a spiritual path. Like, you want to get your act straight. Oh, it was like that for me, for sure. And then we have just breathe. So much serenity in this, in the way that these energies have evolved throughout this reading. I love doing collective readings for you guys, especially live streams, because I love seeing how everything processes as you're moving through these realizations. And then finally, third eye. Your love is so powerful. People feel on top of the world when they have access to your energy, and it's like they're plunged into the pits of darkness when they realize that they messed with the wrong one. I see a lot of you have been doing really deep work to bless with love the people who've hurt you from your past. Every time you get frustrated, every time a wound comes up, you send them love. Most people might call you crazy for that. So Spirit's coming through to say, do you realize how powerful that makes you? That in the face of everything you've been through, at the end of the day, you can still say, you know what? I really hope things work out for them. I really pray to God that they find the love that they're looking for. I pray to God that someday they find the love within themselves that they have been looking so diligently outside of themselves for. Do you know what kind of strength that takes? Some of you feeling so weak for being so sensitive and easily pulled around by others' energies. Spirit has so much protection over you and goes to such extensive lengths to show you that your guides are present with you, your loved ones on the other side are present with you, so you can feel the support that you really have. And that it was never about whether Sally or Sam, Harry met Sally? When Harry Met Sally, did someone see that movie recently? That's for someone here. Deirdre, why couldn't they just stay in the love? Most people are not as brazen as my collective here to willingly face their attachments and their demons. Most people are not willing to accept full accountability and responsibility for the role they've played in the way their life has turned out. You're not afraid because you always make a change and become better for it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Everyone's flawed. We call it doing the work because it's work. It's work to take accountability for yourself, and it's work to take it upon yourself to become a version of yourself that would never do that again. That would never say those things or entertain certain things or behaviors that cross your boundaries. Yeah. I would caution that it's never your job to manage someone else's darkness for them. Spirit makes you aware of things so you can navigate accordingly, but unless they're asking for your help or they're paying you, it's not your place. Okay? Karmically speaking. So as you are strengthening, oh, what is that? Yes. As you are strengthening these bonds within yourself, strengthening your awareness of the reality, as Lune was saying, that we all suffer, we all make mistakes. As you are strengthening your awareness of a grounded reality, as you open your mind to more truth, it's allowing you to step up into an authenticity you didn't even know you were capable of. Remember that love is a verb. It means to act. When you love someone or you love something, you do things in alignment with demonstrating to these people that you love, or these jobs that you love, or these skills that you love or want to learn. You put love into them by taking constructive, positive action towards them. Did I show you throat chakra? Number 5. And then back to reaching out. Life is messy. Spirituality is messy. It's not about being perfect. It's about choosing what matters. And for some of you who've been feeling really down and out, really unable to find motivation or inspiration, that's when you need to start back at the basics. Calling out to the divine, calling out to your spirit team, getting a reading. Book with me if you need to. But not shying away from that. But really what I'm seeing in this whole reading is that you're not turning your back on any part of yourself anymore. And I love to see that for you. Because I feel like this has been, you've been taking like inches, an inch here, an inch there, an inch there, to get into this energy where you're fully able to allow yourself to see all that you are. Good, bad, and everywhere in between. I'm really pleased to see that. I'm very pleased to see that. Mm-hmm. So are your guides. Because this whole energy is the closure you're finding, the acceptance that you're finding in yourself, so that you're able to fully step into new beginnings. Some of you might feel eyes on you as you're growing, as you're evolving, as you're stepping into the new versions of yourself, as you're stepping into these new beginnings. Let them watch. It doesn't matter. Okay? Because what matters is that you've worked your tuchus off to get here. Okay? You've worked so hard. And I know that because I could feel all of the energy shift reading through this entire reading, okay? It's tangible. Some of you endocrine systems, some of you studying endocrine systems, maybe your endocrine system's been out of whack. You just becoming conscious of what you're doing that doesn't serve you literally puts your body back into healthy functioning, okay? Yeah, charms. We're gonna pull some charms because I'm like, I feel like this is it. It feels like we're at the end here and I can't, spirit. Okay, let's get into it. Before I pull charms, one last announcement. I'm teaching Kundalini Reiki system to Justin High. Thank you. It felt so right. When I found it, I was like, that's what needs to be there. And yes, gotta love Ganesh. Breathe some of that in, would you? That's crazy, Julia. That's crazy. Good for you. Congratulations. Oh, well, I guess this is the time to throw that in here. Everyone's healing from past life stuff right now. Like deep karmic contract closing. Hard C's, okay? Contracts are closing. Okay, any charms here? They're asking me to sage the charms once more. Oh yes, because I'm teaching the Kundalini Reiki System Master Teacher course. It's an 8-week intensive over Zoom Tuesdays and Thursday evenings for an hour. Tuesdays are the attunement ceremonies. Thursdays are the module discussions, and I'll answer any questions that you might have. So if you're interested in that, if you've been wanting to learn more about Reiki, check out the link in the description box to my website. My next class I'm starting on April 22nd, and the next 2 that I'm running. I'm running 4 total 2025. Finished my January course, starting the April course on the 22nd. Then I have a July and October start also. Okay, what do we get? Ooh. Interesting. Ooh. All right. Some of you have furry friends on the other side. They're coming through to say hi. And you might be getting synchronicities from them. Some of you, your dogs are asking you to play with them more. I just get this sense that there's a dog that's missing you, for whoever that's resonating with. A dog that misses you. Little doggy with a bone. Can you see? The light kind of makes it a little... Maybe that's the right spot. There we go. Oh, and then we have the little doggo charm. Some of you, this dog really likes to bury bones. Like, I'm just seeing them come up to you covered in dirt and then be like, hey, that's so cute. Okay. Some of you, okay. I was seeing cat, but then I was feeling fox, so maybe take that how it resonates. Octopus. I wanted to say squid. Squid Games? Is that a thing? I heard for someone here. Also octopus. Lisa, that's hilarious. Okay, then we have a bike ride. Someone's hot on your tail, I heard. Also, be careful on the roads out here in this energy, okay? And then I'm so happy to see this here, actually. The spider web with the little spider on it. Because I don't know if you can see the little spider. Okay, that's probably the best distance. Please, Spirit, help me keep it there. So this is a reminder that you have such a profound conscious creative ability to fully weave your own reality. And this also feels indicative of the pieces coming together. I feel some of you, a dream catcher could resonate. Or even a dream catcher that looks like a spider's web. Some of you might have even seen this specifically, like out on a hike, like a giant web with a spider just in the middle of it. Then we have Adonai. The spider on your car mirror, awesome. Yeah, I feel like some of you are doing really deep ancestral healing right now. if some of this stuff that you're trying to develop feels extra, extra, extra hard. Ancestral healing. And I apologize if you can hear all of the background noise. Of course, distractions galore, but we are trying to power through here. Okay? And the last one here is a little bumblebee, the worker bee. The spirit seeing you get busy, busy, busy with work. All right. Those are the charms for today. Okay, if spirits, like, pull a few more out. I would if I didn't already start to, like, put all of them back, okay? Sorry, fam. Thanks so much for coming out to this live stream. I pray something here resonated with you. Hit the like button if it did. I greatly appreciate that. Stinging like a bee, dang. You're so welcome, Julia. And for those of you who come to hang out during my Saturday morning lives, Eastern Standard Time, I said what I said. Come hang out. A little sage blessing for you to carry on your way. You're so welcome. Thanks so much for coming out, fam. Always a pleasure to do these readings and alchemize the fuck out of you. Take care, and I will see you soon. All right. Bye. If you're new here, welcome. I love you. God bless you. Welcome to my channel. I'm Julia Rose. I'm a psychic medium, Reiki master. Do a lot of shit because I get bored. Don't we all? All right. See you soon. And everyone's still here, like, is she really gonna go, though? Bye. See you in the next one. Take care. Oh, if some of you are needing help with shadow work, please sign up for my Shadow Work Bootcamp. It will change the game. More information on that 6-week self-guided meditation course in the description box below. And I will see you next time. Shout out to my mods, Lune and Lisa. Thanks for coming out. You know I love you. And to my collective, my sincerest gratitude. Without you, I would not be here. So, love and light to you all. And I will see you very soon. Take care. Thank you, Rafiki. You too. Bye-bye.